Hey guys, I'd like to apologize for the last video where I couldn't see the flag that well because it was so close to me, and I was wearing these glasses. I ordered a North Korean flag too, and I was so excited that like maybe it was the North Korean flag because I love North Korea, I love Cuba, I love Syria, I love Palestine, I love China, I love the Soviet Union, I love Russia. Like I love those countries. All right, they're my favorite. Glasses off, but like guys, I apologize that I called the Cuban flag the North Korean flag. I genuinely couldn't see, and it was so close to me that I only saw the star, blue, and maybe red, and I was like, North Korea! I'm really sorry about that. I apologize to all of Cuba for I couldn't see with the glasses and all that really close to me, and it's the Cuban flag. Okay, it may look like we're in Cuba right now, but guess what? We're actually in the People's Republic of China, bro. You know what? They got the Cuban spy base down in Havana or whatever. I don't fucking know where it's at. I just know it's in Cuba. And everyone who works there is like my brothers and sisters. Okay, but China. Everyone in China is my family. Okay, my comrades, bro. My comrades in communism, the universal family of communism. Yeah, it's man, I'm like a universalist, bro. I'm a universalist. You can tell by like what some of my beliefs are, by like how I talk about things. If you really analyze me, you realize that hey, I'm a universalist. Yeah, I'm a communist and a universalist. And man, the People's Republic of China, that place is a utopia, bro. That place is a utopia. Hey, is everyone down in Cuba and China? Are you guys like real curious about all the flags I have hanging on my wall? Okay, let's do a flag review. Let's do a flag review, everybody. Ohio. Hey man, it's where I live. I live in Ohio, and I don't like Ohio. It's not good. Like Columbus is nice. Like honestly, it's not all of Ohio, but flip a coin. Like every interaction you have with an Ohioan will either be your best interaction or the worst interaction in your life. And that's split 50-50 with these people. A lot of Nazis, a lot of fentanyl, a lot of that stuff, a lot of crystal meth, a lot of drug users, a lot of bigots, a lot of fascists in Ohio. But that's like half the people here, okay? But the other half, the second coming of Jesus Christ. Got that? Palestine. I love Palestine, man. Oh, it's my best friend. I love Palestine. Oh, I'll always be good to Palestine. And fuck Israel. Speaking of which, oh, this old thing, it's my rug. Yeah, it's my rug. Um, yeah, what I'd say about this? Okay, I'll tell you. Keeping my oath, following my religion. You will find me on my land. I belong to my people. I will sacrifice my love for them. My blood is Palestinian. My blood is Palestinian. My blood is Palestinian. Next up, we got the American flag. I used to be a big American patriot. I used to really love America a lot when it was a lot bigger and better and nicer place before everyone turned to monsters. And, America, they really tried to hurt me. The deep state of the United States of America, the government of the government, them, they tried to, like, arrest me for, like, crimes I didn't commit or Assange me and, like, extrajudicially slay me, like, 30 times and I'm not a fan of the United States anymore. I'm not at all. I'm wearing this hat kind of like sarcastically because like I was Trump's State Department activist of 2017 to 2020 for 4 years consecutively. Man, I trained Hong Kong protesters remotely. Like I helped them and I talked to them every day during 2019. I found out the origins of COVID was the Wuhan Virology Institute and then I found out it was the CIA because I reported my findings to the CIA and I was doing a lot of research on the Wuhan Virology Institute and I found out a lot of stuff about that place was very American. Very like the people who worked there maybe might have been like Wuhan Chinese, Chinese people, but like everything about the Wuhan Virology Institute was like very American. It's why Dr. Fauci never mentioned it, because Dr. Fauci and the Americans were actually like let's imagine I'm a businessman, okay, and I open up a company, and I realize the labor is cheaper in another country, but all the people who run the place now, the oversight and the real guys calling the shots and working there, like not like the lab workers that do work. I'm talking about the people who are like the bosses of the place. Your supervisor, your manager, your oversight, your executives. Like Wuhan Virology Institute was a bunch of like cheap but highly skilled, highly intelligent Chinese workers who are being exploited by American bourgeois bosses, and it killed millions of Chinese people. And I, as the guy who was the State Department activist, like doing interviews with the Hong Kong protesters, I saw China's reaction firsthand from interviewing people for like Radio Free Asia every day, and I realized that it was the Americans and the CIA. I wrote my findings to the CIA in a bunch of emails, and 5 minutes after I sent the long thesis of all my findings, my whole home was under a cyber attack, and I got both my computers fried, and I lost all the information from it. But yeah, the CIA was behind COVID-19. If it came from the Wuhan Virology Institute, which the Americans aren't talking about for some reason, then it was definitely the CIA. And the only thing Chinese about that place was it was in China, and some of the workers were Chinese, but it was really an American thing. It was totally American. You know how, like, if you know how the Ukrainian biolabs are run in Ukraine, same thing and same reason. They put them there. The Ukrainian biolabs are put in Ukraine to fuck over Russia. And the Wuhan Virology Institute, any place like that in China, was put there by the Americans to fuck over the Chinese. Serve the people, stand up, those who refuse to be slaves. The Soviet Union. I love the Soviet Union. I love it more than anything. It's like it's personally my utopia. Like when I think of like a utopia, like for me that I could go to and I could feel human again and no longer traumatized. Which, by the way, Babaji, he had like Mingzi's sister come out. Mingzi's sister come out, and she did some real intensive therapy with me, and she liked to talk to me, and she really got me over my PTSD, and she helped me, and I feel very human again. And during the period where I was dissociated and traumatized, I would look at the Soviet Union and go, you know what? I'd feel human again there at least, and I wouldn't have to worry about fascists, Nazis, bigots, and racists trying to kill me. Yeah, make America great again. Yeah, like I actually believe that shit. Oh, can't Mossad the Assad. Hey, and if that's the case, call me the White Assad, bro. I'm the White Assad of the People's Republic of America. In Israel, you're gonna lose all your funding if I become president. I'll put it that way, man. Yeah, you know what? Oh, I love you, Syria. I love you so much. I hate all the aggression towards you, but at the same time, the lion, Assad, he's able to stand up to the whole world and kick all their asses. Hey, Syria's still standing, bro. Syria's still standing. I just wish Syria could have, in Gaddafi, they could have got together and been like, yo, we need to start like an alliance. In fact, if you are like a dictator in this world to the United States, I don't mean you're actually a dictator. No, what I really mean is you're a proud lion of a man who is a leader and hero of his people, who if they kick you out of office, they're going to rape, pillage, and murder your people, which like they did Libya. Which, by the way, this whole time I've been standing on the Israeli flag. Just throwing that out there this whole time. This whole video, I've been standing on the Israeli flag. And you know what? We could all learn a lesson from Syria. Assad should really give a lot of people in other countries pointers on how to survive. Not write a book, maybe give some private lectures to his friends and colleagues who are also on his side against the Horror Babylon, the United States of America, which is the most evil country to ever exist.